Get it. What time is it? Man Cave time. Who? What's going on? DMV, the Man Cave is in the building, y'all. And I'm your host, The Nate is Real. This is my co-host, JP.
Yo.
And y'all know we the premier sports and entertainment podcast in the DMV right now, y'all. Y'all know we bring the sports, we bring the entertainment, we mix the two up, and we turn up, man. So y'all know we bring y'all from the streets to the court. Anything you need to know. So just tune in with us, man. So sit back, relax, get yourself a little drink, get your hair right, whatever you gotta do, and take a ride with us, man. So what's going on, P? I see your Cowboys got another dub.
Hey, you know, like I said,
Got the Rams out of there real quick. That was a good win.
It's always a good week when the Cowboys win.
Oh, everything smell better, taste better.
Smell better, taste better. You know, it's just 5 degrees warmer outside. That sunlight stay out. 5 minutes extra. You know, you get that extra big piece.
Y'all
of meat.
on a little roll right now. I ain't gonna fake. Y'all on a nice little roll.
Everything just that much better, man.
Definitely, man. Y'all, Cooper Rush, was he 4-0, 5-0? 4, I think. 4-0,
we're not gonna talk about
last
Cooper
year,
Rush.
but
We're not gonna talk about Cooper Rush.
He's been steady, but that defense is definitely been carrying. But the Rams just look terrible.
Yeah,
I thought they was definitely gonna come out with the victory, but that offensive line couldn't hold up.
No.
Cooper Rush had the one touchdown on Diggs, but besides that, receivers was dropping the ball. Stafford just didn't look right with and that Allen Robinson pickup has been a disaster.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's been a disaster.
It's been a failure. That experiment's gone wrong.
But Matt Stafford is not looking his direction enough. Like he's not getting enough targets. I mean, a lot of
you got to get open though too. It looked like to me
we also got to run stuff
jammed
for him.
up.
I mean, you also got to run stuff for him too. So if I'm always running stuff for Cooper Rush, how do I know if Allen Robinson's open if I'm only looking at my number one target? So, I mean, some of it can be Matt Stafford to blame. Some of it could be Allen Robinson to blame. Some of it is McVay to blame. I mean, there's a lot to blame over there.
To go around.
There's a lot to blame over there.
They definitely got that Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah,
and the defense,
they got bad.
Even the defense is not looking like they can't stop the run.
You know why though? That Von Miller loss.
That was a big loss.
That was a huge loss.
That was definitely a big loss. That's a good one, Pete, because
not having Odell.
He brought that leadership. Yeah, Odell actually came out this week and put out like a heartfelt tweet saying, Rams fans, I want to be there, but they didn't offer me anything. Put the AMY in caps.
Yeah, they lowballed me.
And they ain't offering no money. It's your fault, Odell, because you still hurt. It's been like 9 months since the injury.
Odell, take your time, get healthy, and guess what? Jerry
gonna make that call.
That's
I like
what I'm saying.
him. I like him with the Cardinals. I like him with the Cardinals.
What are the Cardinals gonna do this year?
I'm telling you, man.
They're not gonna make the playoffs.
They looked all right, man. They barely lost to the Eagles. I think they lost 19 to 16 or lost by 3.
What's their record?
So I think they're sitting at 2-3.
I don't know if they're 2-3. I don't know if they
maybe 1-4.
They're 1-4.
No, I think they're 2-3. I think they got 2 wins, but
that division looks horrible though.
Yeah, that was supposed to be one of the best divisions.
It was.
And right now, that's not looking good. So
San Francisco's gonna run away with that.
Yeah, definitely, man. These Commanders took another L though. They look bad, and it gets worse and worse for them. So they lost to the Tennessee Titans 21-17, and it was a back and forth matchup all day.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't.
But when you get the ball first and goal from the 19-yard line, from the 2-yard line, you got 19 seconds, and you got 4 downs to score a touchdown. You got to get that ball in the end zone. Granted, they didn't have any timeouts, but you a professional football team. You got to be able to get 2 yards. And my thing is, a couple of the passes were very the first 2 should have got picked off that went through. Then the third one he threw, the guy undercut it and then almost got it back for like a pick 6 or something. But he just trying to force the ball in there, and he's been known to throw interceptions at the wrong time down in the end zone. So we knew what we were signing up for when it comes down to them goal line situations with Carson. You can't throw that pick right there. Yes. You got to find. And on second down, he could have ran it in. He had the middle wide open. All he had to do was run 4 yards, but didn't see it or didn't want to get hit. Either way, he was hesitant, and they didn't get the win, man. When they were so close, and for those guys to battle, for the fans to battle with them all day, that was a tough loss. That one definitely stung. And then after the game, Ron Rivera in the press conference just threw Wentz under the bus. They said, you know, what's the difference between your team and some of these other rebuilding teams in the NFC East, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys? He said the difference is the quarterback. They have a quarterback. They kind of have somebody established, and they know the system. And he went on a little bit more. And he kind of backtracked in the past couple weeks. I mean, later on in the week, once the ownership got in his ear, was like, that's just a bad look. He really shouldn't have said that. And Ron, what the hell are you doing? Like Ron Rivera, your challenge has been time management.
But he has a point though. But
he doesn't do nothing.
I didn't like him. I mean, honestly, him. I'm not a Carson Wentz fan either way. I don't care one way or another. But I guess you don't want to throw a player under the bus the way he did.
Yeah, you want to say that for the locker room.
Yeah, you definitely want to.
Especially when it's what about the offensive line? What about the linebackers? There's a lot of other people not doing their job.
There's a lot. Yeah, that's right.
So to put it all on the quarterback, you could have involved others.
Right, but that is if you look at you're the way the Commanders, y'all is. I can't say Commanders. Look at the way y'all are structured. I don't see why y'all aren't better. And I don't know if that's play calling. I don't know if that's scheme. I put it like this.
Easy.
I put it like this.
It's an easy solution to the whole thing.
I was just talking about this. I remember in the 2000s and the 90s when y'all had Joe Gibbs, you guys had an identity. You know what I'm saying? It was going to y'all was going to run the
Smash
ball,
mouth football,
and y'all was going to hit.
Them hogs up front.
Those are the two things
offensive line,
that playing against y'all was going to happen. Y'all was going to run the ball and y'all was going to hit. And somewhere, I think y'all lost your identity, and that's what the issue is. What's y'all identity? What do y'all do?
What do we do well?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that could be said the same thing with us, but at least we have an owner who can take that off, and we're just Jerry's team. So now we're starting to do things well. Now this year, last year,
Jerry taking his hand off of it. Yeah.
Now you got to deal with number 11, but.
It starts from the top.
Yeah. It
starts from the top.
There's no identity, and I think that's what's lacking.
I'll tell you why we ain't been successful. It ain't even no secret. It is a great segue for that big report, that bombshell that just came out today about Dan Snyder, man. And it actually came out in that report that Dan has actually not been behind the scenes. He's been the general manager and hiding this whole time, even though he made the agreement with Goodell to stay away with it, along with the $10 million fine. But the report came out today. I believe Tisha Thompson and a couple other real well-renowned reporters been doing this story for like 3-4 months. And they basically said, yeah, Dan was the one that picked Wentz. Dan told management, we not spending no money right now. That's why they didn't go out and get offensive linemen. They had to let Ioannidis go, one of our best defensive linemen. We couldn't pick up no linebackers. We couldn't add on to the team that we had. Because Dan basically told them, like, we not spending no money.
So Dan's handcuffed his own team.
And if you look at it, the past 15, 20 years, it's just been a debacle. Like, I mean, this guy, and now he's throwing everybody in the bus. So he came out and said that he's been quoted, they got it on record in the story, saying he's going around telling people that he ain't afraid of the NFL owners. Like, he has dirt on all of them. Not only does he have dirt on the NFL owners, he has dirt on Roger Goodell. Yeah. So he basically said, they can't F with me. That's what he was telling. That's what he's been telling people in his house, in these private meetings. Yeah. And so he's behind the scenes. He's been blowing this whole thing up. And at this point, like D.C., Maryland, Virginia, nobody wants to give us a team now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what the NFL owners are going to try to do.
I heard something about some debt. I heard ESPN was talking about it like,
it's called,
as an owner, you can't have more. It's something about some debt. You can't have a certain amount.
Yeah.
And he has over a certain amount.
Because of the money. I remember if y'all remember when he was about to, when those other owners, see, he didn't have full ownership of the team. Some of the minority owners were like, we about to pull our ownership. So he had to buy them out. He had to borrow money from the NFL, from the other owners, to buy those other owners out there on the Redskins with him, minority owners. It was somebody Smith and some, remember that? So they did and everybody like, why would they even do that when they trying to get rid of this dude? And what they trying to do is there's only so much debt you can incur.
Yeah.
So they gave him that money. So now once they trying to get a new stadium, they're gonna deny him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only so much. He's already at the limit. Like, you can't incur no more debt. So without a new stadium, he might be forced to make a move and sell the team. Because D.C. already said no. Maryland said we're not giving you none of public money. And Virginia said we're not giving no public money. And big kudos to Prince William County. Because finally these voters these voters wrote letters to the politicians, and everybody was saying, we not giving Daniel Snyder my money. They did it, one, because of traffic. They didn't want to build a stadium in Virginia, but they also did it because of all the scandals, the sexual assault, all the cheerleader scandals, the way they treated players, stuff that was happening on the plane, the embarrassment, the way they kept up the stadium,
Arrington is not
the way they shorted people money, like LeVar. The way they channeled Trent Williams with the cancer, with the lump he had on his head. All that stuff is adding up. And finally, Prince William County, the voters actually helped that process. And now the owners are like, we're not giving them no more money for no stadium. So we're going to see. The owners are meeting on Tuesday, so they already said they're not going to vote to get him out of there, but I guarantee they're going to talk about it.
So what I heard,
because if they say they got dirt on the owners in Goodell, they're going to be like, we got to get this dude out of here.
What they were talking about on First Take this morning is they're trying to transfer the power over to his wife. See, that
ain't gonna change nothing, though.
No, but they said that in the owners' meeting, none of the owners will talk with Dan Snyder.
They all hate him, yeah.
They will talk with his wife. So they're trying to get her.
I don't want her up in there either.
I mean,
she apparently is terrible too. Like, I don't like what she stands for either. And you know Dan gonna be pulling the strings anyway. That ain't gonna be no change. And then somebody else that brought up, a local caller brought up, but what if they get separated or something? Then Tanya will own the team and Dan won't be out of there. There ain't even been no talks of them divorcing and separating. So I don't even like that idea anyway. So hopefully with this new thing that came out with him saying he got dirt on everybody, it's gonna force them to start really trying to get him out of there. Get this dude out of there. If he has dirt
on all the owners and Roger Goodell,
that's even more
reason that he keeps the Commanders, though.
Well, that answers the question on how the hell has he been able to keep the team for this long. You remember Robert Sarver? They got him out in 2 weeks?
Right.
So that answers that question. Right. That's why.
So how they gonna get rid of him though?
But I think now that it's public. See, that was behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That was supposed to be hush hush. Okay, I got some on you. You got some on me.
Yeah.
We gonna keep it hush hush. Now that you done put it out there, this is $1 billion company. They gonna try to get them. I'm telling you, this is gonna make. They gonna really start trying to find a loophole to get them out of there.
But is it gonna be worth that to the owners that some of this stuff? Now let's say he does have stuff on him, right? Some of it is going to get out. If they take this team, the Commanders, away from Dan Snyder.
He ain't going to go out without a fight. He gonna bring a trail of fire.
So, depending on how good or bad or what he has on people, do you think those owners are going to want that stuff coming out?
But I think a lot of the dirt that he says he has on them, they have on him also, or he was involved in it somehow. He just petty. He just petty. Like But that he said
does seem like
he publicly was telling people openly, like, all these years I've been collecting all this evidence from all these owners. I've been saving all this information.
He said he had a PI follow.
He got private investigators, son, following the team, following Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
He probably following the people on the radio, these broadcasters.
Yep.
You know, looking into their stuff and you know, trying to find dirt on them. This guy's just a scumbag, man. Get this guy the F out of there, man. Like, golly, like, this dude is the biggest dirt. They say that's what happens when you go into when you do bad people with bad people. You go into business with bad people.
Yeah.
You know, this is what happens when you go to bed with people that are bad for your business, and now you stuck with them. You know, they should have never let him in the boys' club in the first place. He should have been forced to sell the team. He should have been locked up. He should be in jail. Like, he just throw his money. He try to bully everybody with his money. And I think now
when you got money like that,
he gonna have to borrow money now. Because SoFi Stadium, the LA Stadium cost $7 billion to build. So they saying a new stadium, a minimum is gonna cost $3 billion.
Who's gonna let him borrow it?
Right. Ain't no bank gonna let him. Like, that's a lot of money for a loan that he gonna have to come up with on his own now. He's not gonna be able to use the NFL owners. So that's the first step, is that he's not gonna be able to use the owners for money and finagle his way that way for a new stadium. So hopefully. They keep that FedEx for so long, and the stadium is so bad. Somebody falls. God forbid, somebody falls from the upper deck or something. Somebody need to unscrew. I don't wish ill will on nobody, but if that happens, he done.
Or one of them players get hurt on that field because their field is some garbage.
Terrible. How many people? Yeah, ACLs all over the place. So Man, it's been crazy, man. Like
It's
definitely read that report. It's a 9,000 word report. It's gonna take you a while to read it, but it's so much good stuff in there. These guys have credible sources. They've sourced NFL executives, government officials they talked to, especially when it came to the voting and the stadium rights. I mean, they really did their digging. They sourced it well. They're well sourced on this. So definitely check that out. It's a great read. And we should be talking about the Bears-Commanders game right now. Ain't nobody even talking about it.
Why?
They might sneak it tonight, though.
Who?
I got them win. I think they're winning tonight.
Who, the Commanders?
I think Commanders gonna get that win. I think they got it by 3.
You know what? I should.
You want to double that money? You want to double the 9 and 10?
Not on the
You want to double that 10? We can do that. You can't. Justin Fields,
we'll wait till December.
Yeah, Fields is terrible.
Not it just Fields. The Bears are terrible.
Oh my God, that's another.
But did they beat Minnesota this past weekend?
They might have squeaked by, but they offense ain't been looking good. You know what I'm saying? Justin Fields, I knew he wasn't going to pan out in the NFL.
I don't think it's
Ohio State. He struggled in big games. Ohio State. He struggled in big games.
But I still don't think it's quite his fault because they haven't
built around him
anything.
Yeah, nah. But he thinks he's a little better than he is. They have to let him manage the game. We don't need you trying to go win it with your arm or your legs. You know what I'm saying? He just got to dink and dunk and then get somebody to bite double move, take your shots when you have them.
But he's a young quarterback. He's
cocky though, man. He thought he should have been top 5. Look at I think he got like a 15 QB rating or something like.
Right. I mean, if there was some vets around him,
definitely got to give him some help.
Because he has some talent.
Yeah.
He's an NFL quarterback, so he has the arm talent.
Definitely.
I just think they just have done him no service at all. They haven't given him nothing.
Yeah. But we gotta talk about that Chiefs-Raiders game, man. That thing was crazy.
That was
one of the best Monday night games I've seen in a while. It was back and forth.
Yeah.
How
about the Chiefs? Down? They was down 17.
Chiefs was down 17. Came back. Travis Kelce had 4 touchdown passes. He
How
helped my fantasy
Travis
team
Kelce
out.
Score 4 times.
He's
After the first time,
he's
getting the ball in the red zone. I would have triple teamed him. Nobody. I'm not letting him anybody else. I would put 5.
Everybody in the stadium know he's getting the ball.
On him.
Everybody know he's getting the ball.
Exactly.
And Mahomes and they still got it to him. So the Raiders' defense was just terrible. But they played well, man. They was up, and the Chiefs went up by 7. So the Chiefs went up by 7 in the fourth quarter. I think it was 24-17. And they went for 2. They go for 2. They didn't even get it, so now they up 7. That was a questionable call right there. Just take the points when you got it. My rule is never go for 2 until you need to. So anyway, that's just the rule of thumb. They'll go by all these analytics and all this. Analytics gonna get you fired.
Yeah,
analytics gonna get you fired. And definitely. So the Raiders came back, hit a bomb to Devontae Adams. Bam, they tied at 24.
That was a pretty catch by them.
It was. He was running and he put his arm up. And
not even the catch, it was the route. He stuttered froze the safety and the corner with the stutter and gone.
Got both of them. Got the corner first and then got the safety too. On the same play. And he put his arm out. It's close. I don't know. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about Devontae in a second. Yeah. So everybody thought, bam, okay, they came back. They tied the game. I'm thinking the game gonna go into overtime, but no. Let's hold it fast. They went for 2.
Yeah.
For 4 minutes left in the game, you down by 1 and you going for 2. I'm kicking that field. I'm kicking that point. Not with 4 minutes to go. That's too long. So the Chiefs, they kick it back off to the Chiefs. The Chiefs could have ran the clock out. They lucky Mahomes and them didn't run the clock out. So they actually got a stop. So they get a stop. They go make the Chiefs go 3 and out. The Chiefs punt the ball to the Raiders. And the Raiders get the ball around like the 33-yard line. So they drive the ball a little bit. They had a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1, they threw a fade to Devontae Adams. Everybody thought he caught on the sideline, but a slight bobble. You look at and they reviewed it, and it showed that it was an incomplete catch. So Devontae, you're the best receiver in the league. He got to make that catch. So now it's 4th and 1. So instead of running the ball, hindsight's 2020, they probably should have ran it 3rd down or 4th. The Chiefs brought an all-out blitz, zero coverage, man on man. They tried to throw a fade to Devontae Adams, but Carr had to throw it off his back foot because it was a free runner. And Hunter Renfrow, one of the best receivers, slot receivers, and Devontae Adams collided. That was embarrassing.
It was.
So what'd you think about that play, Pete?
That can't happen. It was the right call, wrong read. I think that's all it was. With just getting the 1 yard. I don't think I would have put the ball in the air, but I'm
Why
not
not have
mad.
a hot route? Why not have a quick?
Right, but I'm not mad at giving it because Devontae torched him all day long. He had over 100-yard reception. He had 2 touchdowns.
He had 2 pass interferences for
yeah,
another.
Right, and he was man up. So like, you got the matchup that you want, the defense that you want because there's no safety out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking my chance too. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the chance. I just think that it was the wrong route for Renfro. Renfro should have had an option to the inside.
Well, that's what it was a scissor play. So really, Hunter Renfro was supposed to wait till Devontae clears and supposed to run under him. So when you see Devontae get jammed up, he wasn't even looking.
He should have went. His should have been an inside breaking. He should have broke inside across his eyes. Yeah, across his eyes.
Okay.
So they can get the first down. First down, home run.
Yeah, his
first down,
the
home
scissor
run.
route was too deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it was an option, he
could have been a quick little out to the left, or give him a choice route where he go inside, outside, but just make it 5 yards and cut.
Make it quick. But
you got to know that blitz is coming.
But no, it wasn't. It was just smart by Kansas City.
It was a great
to jam Devontae up at the line.
Great defensive play call.
Devontae's gone. That's touchdown. That's touchdown.
Gone.
He's mad up.
Great call by Steve Spagnuolo,
Yeah.
NFL champion, defensive coordinator. Used to be with the Giants, and he dialed up a great blitz.
Great call.
And made Carr throw it hot. But after the
Devontae
game,
got to catch that 3rd and 1.
Devontae got to catch that. You getting paid the most in the league. You're supposed to be the best receiver in the league.
Won't happen again.
Oh yeah, you better maybe take that visor off. You seen that black Oakley visor? That joint clean though. That Oakley visor clean.
The cleats though? I think he had the gold cleats on. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he made up there. I think he's probably sponsored by Oakley too.
Yeah.
Because normally they don't let you wear those visors. And we'll talk about those visors in a second when we talk about the running backs. I don't like them running back helmets like Zeke's and Edwards-Helaire got them little old school small helmets, and the visor look like it's too flat. The helmets look a little weird.
Yeah.
But I guess they probably lighter though. There must be a reason why they're wearing them.
More cushion too.
And I'll get used to them though. But Devontae got to make that maybe take that visor off. Like you got to make that catch.
That wasn't the problem.
The ball hits you in the hand. You got to catch that. Yeah.
He was. I think it was that second foot. He tried to toe tap.
Well, I think he heard the footsteps too, because dude was coming low, and that's another problem with these NFL rules. A lot of these receivers are afraid to take the big hit because you get cracked in the knee one time that can end your season. Yeah. You can't go up high no more. Yeah. You can't hit him in the head. We're gonna get to that next with these roughing the passer call. But Devontae got to make that catch. Yeah. So in frustration after the game, Devontae Adams actually pushed a cameraman. He was coming off the field, and the cameraman was trying to cross him. And he actually walked in front of him a little bit, but it wasn't even like he like cut him off. Like Devontae was just upset, and he saw the perfect opportunity to shove him.
Nah, I don't.
And that's kind of what I saw. What'd you see, Pete?
Because to me, I'm more. I'm always gonna err on the player's side. If you watch the video, Devontae's head is down as he's walking off back to the locker room, and Cuz crosses path, and Devontae picks his head up, and his first instinct, which a lot of people's instincts are, is to put your hands up. Now, Devontae did put his hands up with a little bit of force because he was upset. So that part I will agree with, but I don't think it was. I don't think he saw him. I don't think he saw him.
I think he saw him.
Nah,
I think it was
he saw him at the last.
Oh, he saw him.
Nah, because
his
head was down.
Yeah.
His head was down. He looks up, and then Cuz is running across, and he's like this. But I think in doing it, like usually, you have your head down, you walking in the crowd, you see somebody, you put your hands down. But if you upset, you might.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah, I don't think he.
I don't think
he saw him from like way back, but like you said, he saw him at the last second. It's just self-control. He lost self-control.
That's what it was.
He was frustrated because he dropped that pass.
And instead of going like this and sticking your hands out to prepare it, he was just like this. You know,
the Raiders might be
he's an NFL player. I mean, he's strong.
Oh, yeah, he's good 6'4". They was like, oh, the cameraman was 6'4". He wouldn't have done that. Probably right. But
yeah, he is. But the cameraman is 5'8".
He was upset.
And he had like 30 pounds of equipment.
Oh yeah, 1-4. That's why he pushed them.
Yeah.
The Raiders might be the best 1-4 team of all time.
They might be.
Like they've lost 4 games in a total of 5 points or something, something crazy like that.
That's crazy.
And that's gonna be a tough hole to climb out of. And they all knew it.
It is.
That was a big loss, and I think
it
that
was.
combined with him dropping the ball and him running the ref, all that together. And he said it after the game. His agent got in his ear before he took any questions. He came out, apologized to the cameraman, and
apologized 3 times. Apologized on the interview. Apologized.
It didn't matter
on Twitter. And then they still apologized one more time. And Cuz got the nerve to do what?
Oh, he's still pressing charges. You know, daggone right. He's looking for that bag. People waiting for somebody to push him. So he actually pressing charges. So Devontae Adams being charged with misdemeanor assault. He probably going to pay a $1,000 fine, but he's probably going to settle with the guy. He going to have to cut. That's going to be one of the most expensive pushes of all time, there.
But now
he going to have to give him like $150,000 hush money or something like that.
This is my problem with it. Devontae in the tweet said he wanted to see Cuz could have got more from Devontae without doing this. Because Devontae would have paid. Trust me.
Oh, he wanted to meet. He wanted to write him a check.
He would have wrote him a check.
Oh, you got Cash App?
Yeah.
Oh, you got Cash.
My fault.
I Cash App you $25,000
because I want this story to go away. You see my Taco Bell commercials?
Oh, my man, he gonna get paid.
I'm getting. I got you, bro. Here, my fault. I gotta control myself.
Them endorsements might pull it
what
a little
you mean?
bit too.
Right after that, I still see them joints is hilarious. Keep playing them Taco Bell commercials.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna lose no endorsements.
He shouldn't.
I mean, he'll learn from it.
But also though, this is the second week that somebody that's a fan or a cameraman has pressed charges on an NFL player.
Bobby Wagner gets
last week, I'm not sure. Hopefully everybody by now.
He with the Rams, right?
Right, he's with the Rams. Bobby Wagner with the Rams. There's a fan ran on the field, trying to put some protest with some pink smoke. And Bobby Wagner,
I did see that.
Yeah, put the shoulder to him and knocked him down.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Laid him out.
Yeah, and now he's pressing charges against Bobby Wagner. So this is back-to-back weeks. A fan or a cameraman is pressing charges. The Bobby Wagner joint and now this one. Now both of them, the situations are different in how the injury happened. But now I think we're coming to a dangerous place where, as a fan, if I get involved in a game situation and an NBA player, NFL player, and anybody, they push me, I'm acting like I'm hurt. And guess what?
They're going to be looking for
I'm
a
set
payday.
for life.
So they might do something extra.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember they threw the popcorn on Westbrook.
Yeah.
You know, they might be
like people
targeted. They might be targeting these athletes because especially after a big loss or something like controversial call at the end of the game.
So
they got NFL they got to worry, but they really got to watch that and maybe really watch how these players are exiting and entering the field.
But it's not that security, like for real. When you go to a game, when was the last time you went to a game and you looked at security and thought,
never.
If I wanted to, I'd overpower. I'd take that nigga's security jacket and wear it.
They just up there at halftime. They watching the game. They not even paying attention.
But are they security?
They looking at Bradley Beal. They looking at Beal.
So if you go to a club,
crazy.
If you go to a club like a nightclub, you know what I'm saying, club,
right.
I can't.
Club assets or something.
I can't just.
Black female owned. They just opened up, by the way.
So you see the bouncer there, right?
Uh-huh.
You gonna test the bouncer there? You ever walk to one of them clubs and be like, I can take that bounce. I can take.
That's not what. Yeah, that's definitely not on my mind.
But you go to an NBA arena, you go to these games, and you looking at security, and they're shorter than you. It's an old, old grandma.
Right.
It's an old grandfather. Man, if I wanted to, I can overpower them. So they're not even providing protection to keep people off the field. So if somebody, if I'm a player, if somebody comes on my workplace, if I'm in my office right now and somebody ran in my office with trying to protest, guess what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Mama said knock you out.
Right.
You know why? Because you ain't got no business being here.
Oh, if you anywhere on the field or anywhere on the court or so, it's free reign.
It's free reign.
They too loose, man. They too loose.
That's what I'm saying.
They gonna wait till something bad happens.
So for real,
I'm laying somebody out.
They should be suing. They should be suing. Where were they playing at? Kansas City Stadium. That's who you should be suing.
Yep,
because they didn't provide the security.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
So if security was around him, he would have been there to buffer through that cameraman.
Yeah.
And it might have avoided the whole situation.
Yeah.
So hopefully Devontae learns from it. But that's going to be
definitely. You still got to control yourself, Devontae.
Yeah, you got to show self-control.
For the kids,
for
the kids.
For sure. But y'all know here on the Man Cave, we always do a segment called Sit On Down.
Sit them down.
And y'all know it's for people just doing some clown, goofy stuff out here, and we call them out here on the Man Cave.
Sir.
And
Yes, sir.
sometimes they just got to sit down and chill on out. So, man, we definitely this week got to nominate no other than Ben Gordon, man, former Chicago Bull. Connecticut Husky. Look at this man. Ben the bucket. He out here lunching, man. He out here wilding, and they caught him. They arrested him at the airport, and apparently, man, he punched his youngest son in the face, and was fighting with all these police officers. I guess what happened was his son had just dropped like a book or something out of the travel bag, and Ben just flipped out. I don't know if they was late for the flight or something was preceded that, but he definitely punched his son right in the face a couple times. You know, everything on camera.
Yeah.
And and police were called, and police came up on him, and he was hitting the police, fighting with the police and everything. And I'm like, man, that's just straight. That's the definition of abuse of a child. Like it can't get that bad where you can't be hitting your kid in the face. Come on, Ben, you ain't that crazy. What happened to Ben Gordon?
What happened to Ben Gordon?
Since he retired.
But time out.
Them kids bad, but they ain't that bad.
Go back and remember, Nate, when you was young. How many times your mother or your father just popped you in your mouth?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
see, back in the day, they give you a little smack. But you a punch? That's going too far. My
mother used to punch. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my mother. I got to. Of course, you get.
But that's in the home is different.
Yeah, nobody was around.
You embarrassing your son too in public.
Nobody was around. So I definitely agree with you. There's too many eyes. But I kind of would feel the same way. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to raise my child.
Oh yeah,
I don't care.
And I'm not. I ain't advocating. I don't really tell nobody.
We not advocating for you to.
That's a little extreme.
That might be in public.
Yeah.
But I mean,
swinging on your kid. He hadn't been swinging down too. Like that's another bad look. Unless it's still like 6'4".
Yeah.
Like you just going in like golly, what? Like he got some anger management issues or something.
That's what it is. He do got some.
And you can't blame that on CTE unless
you ain't play football.
Yeah, you ain't play football,
you
man.
ain't got no hand injuries, bro.
I don't. So a lot of these athletes post playing ball, they transition is tough, and maybe I don't know. I gotta do some more research on Ben to see maybe something traumatic happened with him. But that's just a bad look. And just sit, Ben. You got money. Just sit down. Like I think his wife was with him, if I'm not mistaken. I think the child's mother was there or something. Just call him and leave his ass at home. Like you doing all that, man. All right, that back. You know what I'm saying? Security.
You ain't going.
Get this child. He pushing me, putting his hands on me. I'm gonna do some more research on how old the son was, but
I think he was about 10.
Had to been a teenager, around there.
Yeah,
Ben probably 30. Remember, Ben probably about 37.
Yeah, 37.
Probably up there around close to 40.
Yeah.
But yeah. You just leave his ass at home, man. Like it's not worth all the backlash. Now it's gonna probably be some lawyers involved, definitely, with that. So Ben, man, just sit down, man. Just
man, take him to the bathroom. That's what.
Right. It wasn't on camera. Right. Good call, Pete. Good call. Where his ass out?
And that's why you got to sit on down, Ben, because
don't punch
you don't know about discretion.
Don't punch him. But you grab me like, hey, yo, man,
follow me to the bathroom.
Hey, you embarrassing me.
That's what my father used to do.
It must have been something else.
When I was tripping out,
besides dropping
you know how many spankings I used to get in school? My father would just be like, oh, snatch me up, go right in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, or in the car.
Yeah, there you go.
Your mother be smiling, hey, smiling at the principal, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate, thank you for taking care of my baby.
Yeah.
As soon as that door shut.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I wish you would embarrass me like that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You be ducking under the seat.
Discretion. Ben Gordon,
smacking
your word for the week is discretion.
Yes, don't let never get on tape. Take it from Ray Rice,
Jay-Z,
Devontae Adams, Jay-Z. You can't have nothing on camera, man.
Can't get caught on tape.
You can't have nothing on camera. That definitely is a bad look.
That's bad. Not good looks. Not good looks.
But yeah, man, you can't have nothing on camera because they're gonna take it to the extreme because now they gotta make an example of you. Now they got to make an example. And that Draymond Green, another thing.
That was I about to say. That should be another nominee for the sit on down.
Draymond. Come on, man.
Explain the situation.
Like the Warriors.
Explain the situation. Give
so
some
for y'all that didn't see, man, Jordan Poole and the Draymond Green have had some tumultuous relationship for a while. They said, you know, it's been kind of building up. A lot of reporters said in practice, even in some of the games last year, they've been seen bickering. You know, they just haven't been on the same page. So they in practice, I guess something was said. So they had it all on video, and Jordan Poole and Draymond Green were exchanging words, and Jordan Poole ended up pushing them. And as soon as he pushed him, Draymond Green just leaned in and punched him right in the face.
You know what everybody said.
And the whole thing was on camera, and so everybody surrounded him and kind of separated him a little bit. And he kind of got on after he hit Jordan Poole. He kind of got on top of him because I think he caught Poole off guard and caught him. He caught him pretty clean too.
He caught him clean.
And jumped on him. So Draymond ended up apologizing. I think it was a day later, 1 day, 2 days later. Said he was sorry for the whole thing and everything, and they ended up. Everybody thought they was going to suspend him, but the Warriors came out yesterday and just said they're going to fine him. They didn't even say how much the fine was going to be, but they're not going to suspend him because I think they want Draymond at their ring ceremony. You know, they got the ring ceremony coming up on Monday, I believe, and that's the first game coming up early next week. So they wanted him there for that. They didn't want it to be a distraction. That's the way I took it. And I think they should have suspended him. You can still have Draymond come out and accept his ring, but you got to send a message. You got to let people know, not just Jordan Poole's family and all that, but just send a message that that's just going too far. We could have broke his jaw. Poole could have been out for a month or so, and that would have really hurt.
I'm gonna interject.
Hurt some of that too.
I think the message was already sent.
You think so?
I think management clearly already sent the message.
I don't know. You think a fine gonna do it? I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not the fine. Both of those players are up for contract. Jordan Poole and Draymond Green.
Oh, Draymond contract coming up too.
Mm-hmm.
That could have led to some of the people.
That's what I think.
A little bit of jealousy in there too.
Because honestly, and I'm seeing it from both point of views, Draymond helped build Golden State to the championship level team that they are. And I think management was like, hey, Draymond, you got 2 years. We're not going to pick up your last year. Draymond, this might be it. And Draymond wants that long contract. And I think Golden State was like, Draymond, we're not going to give you that contract, man. You got 2 years, and we're going to ride this out. But we can't afford to give you that contract.
Oh,
but I think they told Jordan Poole
behind the scenes.
Because from what they've already said is who they're choosing, Jordan Poole and Wiggins.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to re-sign them. So knowing they're going to re-sign them,
you got to take a pay cut. You got to take a pay cut, Green.
Nah,
you're not getting max money.
I want max money, and they already told me they're not going to give it to me because they're going to re-sign Poole and Wiggins.
Could be some frustration.
I'm mad about that because I helped build this, not them. And even though Draymond is with Kuminga and Wiseman, me personally, I think they got 2 players that can do the job of Draymond Green.
Oh, yeah.
And more.
Draymond brings a lot of the intangibles to the team.
But I have 2 players that can do the same thing. Maybe not both individually, but both together, they can do the same job that Draymond did on the defensive end, but give me what Draymond doesn't give me on the offensive end, which is another option. So that's me personally. I think they've been grooming Wiseman and Kuminga
would you let him walk?
After this, I'm gonna be honest.
What if he tries to take
I'm trading
What
Draymond.
if you offer him a pay cut?
No, I'm trading him. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
He's not gonna take no.
It's not. It's not even that. It's not gonna work. If I'm Jordan Poole, I'm going to management. Smear him.
So who was in the wrong? You think Green was in the wrong?
I do.
Or you think both?
I do think, even though Jordan Poole shouldn't have put his hands on them, they're teammates. And I've seen plenty of fights happen, but at least they square up. I ain't got no problem with them fighting, but Draymond did not give Jordan Poole an opportunity to square his hands. And that's what I have a problem with. Because, hey, it's time to fight. It's time to fight because he put his hands on him. But give the man an opportunity to put his hands up and then go ahead and swing. He gave him no opportunity, no warning. It was just like, oh, your hands are on me. I'm going to take a step back, and then I'm clutching you. And Jordan, even the Jordan Poole, yes, he should always have your guard up. But as my teammate, I'm not going to think if I push you, no matter what we arguing about, your natural reaction is going to be just to straight up swing at me. You might step to me again, like we about to fight, and now we both got our hands up. I'm cool with. But just to swing at me, like you don't know me, like we just didn't win the title together, like we just didn't play for the last 3 years on the same team to each other, that's what I have a problem with it. And if I'm Jordan Poole, that is we can't come back from that. Because how do I know you the next time we get into a conflict, you don't do that? How do you know the next time you don't come try to get in my face, I don't do that?
Yeah. I'm going to disagree. I mean, I think once Poole pushed him, you know, it's fair game. You know, now do I think that he should have, I don't think he should have punched him. Like you said, they just won a champion. Y'all still teammates at the end of the day. Y'all got to coexist. Like, I've seen a lot of pushes that, all right, that's all it is. You know, man, whatever you said, something, whatever.
Teammates, I don't have a problem with them fighting.
Right, but the way he just swung, I don't think Poole. See, I don't think Poole expected it to be like we throwing hands type of fight.
Right.
Now, but when you push somebody like that and you getting when you know Draymond Green got in his airspace,
that's in the street though. That's in the street.
You gotta have your hands up. You know what I'm saying?
We family. We teammates. We family though. We family though. So you're not gonna give me an opportunity to at least defend myself?
But that's why I said I think they both in the wrong. I think Jordan. We can't absolve Jordan Poole of all innocence.
I agree.
You know, something was said.
I agree.
And I think that's part of the reason why they get suspended, because they know Jordan be mouthing off.
Maybe.
And they know.
He look like the type.
He do like be mouthing off, and like he want to type the mouth off, but don't want to scrap.
Yeah.
But
that's why you sorry about the bust you.
But Draymond, for him to just swing on him like that without even giving him a chance to square up. Yeah, he could have he lost control too.
Yeah.
You gotta have self-control at that point. Because like I said, he could have what if he broke his jaw and he would have been out for a while, then they would have had a problem. Because Jordan Poole would have been ready to maybe
they said
do
he
something.
Almost knocked
Because
him
then he
out.
might have lost money for that.
Yeah, they said he almost knocked
If
him
you
out.
don't play and you hurt, if you get suspended, you lose money. So he wouldn't have lost no money, but you could tell he jumped on him right afterwards. But for my thing, Poole, you got to know who you're dealing with a little bit. So when you push somebody,
but Draymond's
you just
not a tough guy.
for that.
Draymond's not a fighter.
Nah,
Draymond gets into your face and he'll work at you all day.
Draymond tough. He just showed you.
I didn't say he wasn't
just showed
tough.
you to smack you.
I didn't say he wasn't tough. I just said he's not a tough guy. There's a difference between
Would he would have done that to
and a tough guy.
Would he would have done that to Bron? That's my
Would he
question.
have done that to Steph?
I don't think so.
Would he have done that to Steph?
Oh no! He'd have never done that. He'd have never done that to Babyface Assassin.
I'm not saying they don't fight. I'm not saying they don't fight.
He would have pushed him.
I bet
if that was, go ahead.
He would at least gave Steph an opportunity to put his hands up.
Yeah.
That's
and
all
if that
I'm
was
saying.
Steph, he wouldn't have laid in on her. He would have pushed him. It would have just been a push.
Maybe.
And then if Steph swung, then maybe he would have swung. But it would have been one of Alonzo more than Larry Johnson type of joint. Well, I'm going to swing, but I don't really want to hurt you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Basketball players ain't got no hands anyway.
That's why I was a few.
That's why. Wasn't you surprised that he connected? Because there's been so many cases of people swinging and they don't connect. Because they just ain't got no
airballs.
They don't got no hands.
Although
NBA a bunch of softies,
remember
man.
when Chris Child's piece Kobe?
Oh yes, he caught him with that two piece.
Kobe.
That was the best. Rest in peace. But yeah, Childs caught him with the two piece. Quick joint. Make caught him with a quick
right
left.
at the foul line too.
And remember when Doug Christie caught Kobe. So Kobe been caught twice.
Oh,
was it Rick Fox? No, it was Doug Christie.
Yeah, it was Doug Christie.
Doug Christie
I'm gonna take it back. Remember when Craig Elo popped Jordan?
Oh yeah. Craig Elo caught him slipping. Craig Elo had heart. He was mad from that shot that Jordan hit when he was on the Cavaliers. But he caught him with that double pump joint. He never forgot that. Elo got heart, man. I got to see the video of that. I heard he swung on Jordan.
What? Connected.
I'm glad somebody did, because Mike used to try to punk everybody.
Hey, Mike was that man.
Picking on little Steve Kerr
Mike
like
was
that.
Dude.
So it's happened before. Everybody keep going back to that. Remember when Jordan hit Steve Kerr?
But
when besides that, name me another time that's happened. You don't really know. It wasn't film. Practice wasn't film back then either. So.
Yeah, maybe. But
talking about the 80s and 90s.
Hold up. Here's my bigger question.
But he wouldn't have hit Steph Curry.
Here's my bigger question now. Do you think cuz that leaked that video got fired? Because he's getting fired.
He's getting paid too.
No, he might have got paid, but he's no
How much
longer,
you think he got for that video? I think at least $250. I think they gave him $250,000, maybe $200,000.
Think so?
Yeah, nothing under that though. I mean, TMZ.
I would say 50.
TMZ probably makes TMZ makes that in a day. That ain't nothing. TMZ make that in half a day. But
you think 250?
nah, they're not making that much. I think they probably gave him maybe 100,000.
Maybe 100,000.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'm gonna do some research. But
was that 100,000 worth you losing your job over? Because you ain't employed at Golden
oh
State
yeah,
no more.
you can get another job.
Not videotaping basketball practices, not being around basketball practices. You ain't.
Oh yeah, somebody else gonna hire him.
Doing what? You might college.
College, he'll work.
You ain't gonna make no good money. You ain't gonna be around no NBA players.
I'm leaking that video because
I might too.
it's been shown, right? It's been shown that I probably would have held it. See, they gave it a quick. I'd have had like a bidding war for that thing. And
I'd be like, I need 500,000.
And what I would have done was, if he was smart, that's what he would have did. He would have got one of his buddies or whatever, gave the video to him, and then make him sell it. So that's probably what he did. So
hopefully he did do it the smart way.
If he did it quick, they'll probably already fired him.
Yeah.
Wait, hold that joint about 3 days, 3-4 days, and then give it to somebody you really trust, and have them do it. But actually, you can't trust nobody with that much money. Actually, I probably would have had to release that myself. I take that back. But I'm releasing that joint. Yeah, I'm getting paid off that. But yeah, that's another example of somebody losing self-control and just let their self-control get their anger get the best of them. Him and Devontae. Hopefully they learn from it. Yeah. But both of them, he definitely should have got suspended. Just for Jordan Poole's sake.
Yeah, make Jordan Poole, but you got to trade him. You got to.
Nah, I wouldn't trade him. Like you said that you him or me give him an ultimatum. I don't.
That's what I'm.
He was just as important as that championship as Poole was. So no, I'm sorry.
No, I was a bigger part. If I'm Jordan Poole, I was a bigger part.
Of course you gonna say that to management.
Exactly.
I like Draymond though, man.
I was a bigger part.
I like Money Green, and hopefully
I have
they
a
get
nickname.
past that.
I have a nickname.
I think it's gonna be a distraction though.
I have a nickname. Does Draymond? I'm a splash brother.
Yeah.
We
that pool party. He think he
What's Draymond?
He think he won the splash brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. He got a long way to go. He still got to do it for a whole season first.
He got to do it for multiple.
I got to see that first. But that was a funny video, so definitely check that out.
Yeah.
And I think if anybody get past that, it'd be the Warriors. Championship teams got a thing of getting past that, man. So we'll keep an eye on that story. But y'all know we always do a segment called "Get Your Popcorn Ready," man. Y'all know we always giving y'all the entertainment news, what's going on here with the rappers, entertainers, and what we watching on the big screen lately, man. And we definitely got to talk about that Jeffrey Dahmer documentary that's coming out, man. So everybody watching that Netflix documentary. Some people say they not watching it. Some people saying, because they portraying African Americans, and he was really preying on homosexuals and preying on people. Definitely preying on African Americans, and they was looking for African American the whole time. That's what. So they dropped the ball. The police department just did terrible. But the documentary's well done. But it's crazy stories out there, everything that they doing, and Jeffrey Dahmer's past and where he came from, and how he got to be this sadistic, predator. Yeah. And he was just Hannibal. Just eating people. They said he had like a person's heart in his freezer, and another bag they had like people's private parts and head. Yeah. They found like 8 skulls in his apartment towards the end of the investigation. But it's good. Check it out, man. It's well done. A good buddy of mine is an actor in there also. He's actually one of the first scenes, and he's a local guy from the county. So I reached out to him. We're gonna try to get him on the show to just talk about the experience and how it was to make it and how realistic it was, because it's just well done, and this guy was just lunatic, man, and so definitely check that out. But what you think about that documentary, P? You gonna tune in?
Nah.
And what you think about the craziness in that guy and what they didn't tell us?
Yeah,
they kept a lot of stuff in the dark.
Yeah, I'm going back because I'm gonna say unfortunately, but I do kind of remember a little bit of the Dahmer situation growing up. I just don't remember the victims. I can't ever remember them playing too much of the victims or ever. I was like 7, 8. I don't even remember too much. So
yeah, it was young,
but yeah, just to see some of this stuff kind of unfolding, it is a little interesting. But in that same sense, I'm not really feeling it too much. So
it's a tough watch.
Yeah,
Some of it is a tough watch. But I think the way the producers did it was I'm just fascinated with the story. But you're right, they never told us it was African Americans getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
They never told us it was homosexuals. So they left a lot of stuff out when we know, because everybody knew about the Dahmer. It was comedians making jokes about it.
Yeah.
Like it was just it was world known what had happened. He was eating people, but they never went to all these details.
Yeah.
So, a lot of the stuff is like, why was so much stuff swept under the rug?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was
a lot of stuff.
Could have been some racial stuff, racial motivation
we don't have
behind
to
that.
say it could have been. We
Right.
know that
we know it was definitely some racial undertones and some ulterior motives behind that,
of course.
and why a lot of that stuff never came out.
Yeah.
And but it's crazy, man. Everybody's watching the joint right now, and there's another documentary on Netflix that kind of has some interviews with him because he's just telling everything.
Okay.
And his dad is also crazy. His dad was the one teaching him how to drill people holes in the head.
Apple don't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, he was crying. Like they showed him crying at the end of the whole investigation when, because they kind of showed the last scene first, or where they finally caught him, and they had his dad in the interrogation room, and he was kind of breaking down, and then you kind of find out later on that his dad knew how crazy it really was.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And actually gave him some of the ideas with drilling people in the head and keeping these guys alive. Because he was crazy. Like he wanted them to stay with him. Like he had some sort of attachment issues. Like even though he was killing them and all this stuff, he wanted to keep them around for a while. And all the and neighbors in the building was smelling. They were smelling the dead bodies and the
I ain't watching that.
crazy stuff. And they was telling the police and nobody would listen.
Of course.
One boy, ran away from the police. They caught him in the street naked, like a young boy.
Yeah, I heard about
He's
that.
telling him, and the freaking police brought him back to
Yeah,
Dahmer's house.
yeah.
Like, how dumb can you be? How bad you gotta
They said
drop the
something
ball?
about his boyfriend.
They should get sued. They killed them. You know what I'm saying? If he ended up getting murdered, I'm not gonna give away everything, but they need to be held accountable. They need to go to jail.
Police
If they had,
being held
for neglect.
accountable?
God forbid, right? God forbid that ever happens. But yeah, it's crazy, man. That just shows, man, how people are caught red-handed and nobody pays attention, and they try to give people power, like they let people slide. And if it was somebody of another race, minority, it would have been over quick. Fast in a hurry.
Although Malvo,
crazy man, crazy stuff. But it's a good documentary. Check that out.
I do appreciate, not saying appreciate because it sounds kind of messed up, but
you get
Malvo,
the irony.
He had the whole area on lock because you remember we didn't want to come home for nothing. Remember being up at Allegheny?
You talking about
Malvo, yeah.
Oh, you talking about them snipers? Them DC snipers. That man was crazy.
Yeah, he was.
He was picking off. He got the one bammer that was sick. He was Metro driver. They got. We was scared. I remember we was seeing our high school. I was running. I was pumping my gas, and I was ducking, running to get my money and running back. Like I ain't give a fuck. I ain't care. Like. Man, we was shook, man. Because the Bama had a hole in his trunk.
Hole in the trunk.
For y'all, man, look up that story.
That was crazy.
They was in that white Cadillac, had a hole in the trunk. He had the high-powered sniper rifle.
Everybody was looking for the van, though. Remember, everybody was looking for a white van.
Oh, yeah, they had that whole story wrong. Everybody look up, they was pulling up a white van. I had a white van at the time. And I had, I used to ride around. Maybe not the way but anyway. So anyway, I was nicked up riding around there. I had to park that van for a couple weeks, or just not go everywhere where I could have went. But yeah, they had a white Cadillac. It wasn't even a van.
Wasn't even a van.
This bombers were crazy. They just sniping people for no reason, just innocent people. Yeah. And he had Malvo brainwashed.
Yeah, he did.
He was ex-military. He was had the whole thing about the military is a conspiracy. So he had the little boy brainwashed up to a T. Yeah. And it was both. He had Malvo doing most of the shooting.
Yeah.
And They was living out of the car, and so they finally caught them. But yeah, they could. It took them a while to catch them.
Took them a minute.
They was killing. They took a rack of people out with that DC sniper thing, and that was world known. You know, and a lot of people don't talk about how the police messed that up. That's a good point, Pete. They was looking for that white van for months. That took months to crack that case, and people was nicked. I'm surprised they let us go to school.
What?
Why was we in school? Like, everybody should have been out. Like, they should have had the whole city on lockdown. How they did the COVID. People were still, and a few lives were lost probably because they didn't have the area on lockdown. And I know it's hard to just shut the whole area down.
No, it's not.
But it's worth it in that situation because it was so random. That's my thing. It was so random, so you couldn't really pinpoint what area they're gonna be in, what kind of people they were targeting.
They was just driving around.
It was dropping people like flies.
Yeah.
Like anybody. Oh, you going into the shoppers? They got them by the shoppers up in Glenmont. They was parked at them apartments right across Aspen Hill. They got somebody.
Yeah, where he was cutting his lawn.
Yes,
they got the little boy out Bowie. That's when I was.
Oh, they caught a little boy too. That was crazy, man. It's lunatics out here, man. I don't understand, and that's why you gotta do your research, man. You know, I'm real into doing your research on why people are the way they are. And everybody don't have to be like that. You know, there is a lot of mental illness out here, but some people just evil. And some people and do your research, man, and all that stuff is in there. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. But do your research, and they'll let you know why people are the way they are, and why there's so much suffering in the world. And somebody I ain't gonna call them somebody, but there's some forces behind all this stuff, man, that people don't see. And somebody's pulling the strings behind the scenes, man, and we just gotta fight some of them temptations not to go left. You know, I'd be thinking about not even going to work some days. And you got to fight through that stuff, man. People, stuff will get in your head and make you try to go left and do the wrong thing out here. And you just got to pick the right side always. But anyway, so yeah, man, definitely check out that Dom. Another good watch on Netflix is that Redeem Team documentary that came out. So LeBron James, Maverick Carter's production company just came out with a documentary on Netflix called The Redeem Team, talking about how and Kobe's featured all in this thing. Man. And that's the best part about it. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. And it's so much behind the scenes about how Kobe he was the one that really got them over the top because they lost in 2006 and 7 in the FIBA World Championships. Even with Kobe, they lost one to Greece, but they on there saying we had to learn to play the international game. It's so much behind the scenes stuff where as soon as they named Coach K the coach, it was a 4-year process. He wasn't just the coach of the Olympic team; he became the national coach of the USA team. They took him to Las Vegas and did a whole presentation in front of him. Coach K had military people coming in. If you remember, this was right after 9/11, so it goes into how he had all these military people come in and talk to the players and get them to take it serious on representing your country. Because Coach K went to West Point. And a lot of them didn't like Coach K because LeBron was telling the story, growing up in Akron, they hated dude. Because they had all the so-called, straight up African Americans that came on. Well, that was the stigma on them. And they everybody just wanted to be Duke.
Not Duke's last couple of years, but that's moving on.
Yeah. They had to start getting them one and dones eventually, but they started buying into Coach K once they met him and realized this guy really is about the country. He really is. It don't matter. He want any type of, and he told all of them, bring your ego from your team on here, but we want to bring all your egos and put them under one umbrella of the ego, and make us a force. And they came back, man. They actually redeemed themselves and got to go. But just check it out. It's like 2 hours, man. And everything Maverick Carter and LeBron does, man. They got some of the best producers. It turns into gold. So well done. Great behind the scenes stuff from Kobe that you've never seen. Like, he was such a star in China, like how Michael was in Barcelona. And he said once they ended up coming to the Olympic Village, because I don't know if you remember the Olympics before was right after 9/11. So they kept them on a cruise ship. And they had like people in the water, like Navy SEALs and stuff, like protecting this cruise ship. But that's not really the Olympic experience. They felt isolated. LeBron, Carmelo, and Dwayne, it was right after their rookie year. And
they get out of
They really didn't. Larry Brown was the coach.
Oh,
and they really didn't. They really did right. No fun. They weren't even getting playing time.
No, they weren't.
So it's so much. All these little stories, these little nuggets that we never even knew about the Olympics is in there.
And just Davis was on that team too.
I think Anthony Davis was on some of the teams.
He didn't play though.
Yeah, there's some of the teams that didn't pan out because they had you got to get these other teams been playing together since they've been 20. Yeah. And they created like a brotherhood. They knew each other. They knew it was going to be all these backdoor passes. So they had
the international game is
it's a different basketball. It's got 12 panels instead of 4 or whatever we got. So they had to.
It's real basketball.
They had to learn all these stuff, and they, instead of forcing their game on the national game, they had to adapt. And then once they did, it was lights out, man. And just some of the highlights of some of the games that we only saw briefly was cool, man. Some of the highlights, LeBron, and for them fighting to see who the best player between Kobe, LeBron, Wade, and Melo. At that point, it was all in their prime. They had stuff about Ginobili. They was calling Ginobili like the second best 2 guard or whatever. So Coach K did some stuff with that to give them extra motivation. I don't want to give everything away, but definitely check that out. You won't regret it. One of the best 2 hours of your week, guaranteed. You know, not better than our hour, of course. Here, the man cave. You know, you wouldn't even know about some of this stuff without us. Now, I'm just playing, but real talk, man. We always want to give y'all some good watches, man. It's good for your kids too. If you got upcoming athletes, it's good for them too.
Basketball season starts.
Oh yeah, we always got the NBA segment going, and we already touched on Draymond, but I gotta talk. We got to talk about Ben Simmons, man. So he looking pretty good. I'm just happy to see him back on the court. So the Nets played the Bucks in the preseason, and it was like a regular season game. They was going at each other. KD was talking smack to Holiday and George Hill, and KD's kind of getting back to form. But I'm worried about KD's handle a little bit. Like, he's losing a little bit with his handle. A couple times on fast break, he kind of lost the ball. You know, he's so long and all that. So 5 times undefeated. So he's still a great scorer. But I like the team around them. Yeah. Patty Mills look good. And I think Ben Simmons is going to help them, especially on the defensive end. Yeah. You know, him being 6'10", he's always been a great defender. And I think he can take some of the load off of KD when it does come into the playoffs, when it's time to guard Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Giannis.
Plus he gives him another ball
Miami
handler.
Heat, Jimmy Butler. Yeah. They can put him on him. Yep. Gives him another ball handler. He's really good at bringing the ball up. And they don't call no carry. This dude be carrying like crap, but they don't. Giannis too. Yeah. So the way he can bring the ball up and set the tables, I think is really going to help the Nets also. Yeah. So what you think, people? How you think Ben Simmons is going to blend in this year?
I think he's going to blend in well. I think this is going to be an exciting season, East and West. Brooklyn, you can't deny Kyrie and Kevin Durant that they're 2 of the best players in the league.
Oh,
and
unstoppable
so with them and a healthy team and a Ben Simmons that wants to play, that's healthy enough to play, if they can stay healthy,
that's 3 top 10 picks.
My thing is
2 number 1. Didn't Ben go number 1?
I think so.
2 number 1 picks and number 2 picks.
KD got to stay healthy. As long as KD can avoid a major injury where he's out like 2-3 months, I think they'll be good. I think they'll be the team to beat. Remember,
I agree with you.
2 years ago, Brooklyn was this close of going into the finals.
A toenail away. That was Game 7. Kevin Durant, one of the best shots in playoff history. I thought the game was over.
They should have gave it to him.
Just
because they knew he didn't have nothing else to give it. Let's just give him that.
And the Bucks went on to win the championship. Giannis gets the Finals MVP.
That was KD's year, right?
And all that could have easily went the other way.
They was going to beat the Suns. They was going to beat the Suns. Suns had no answer for KD or Kyrie. What are you going to do? Kyrie did get hurt though.
That would have been a close. They would have had a good chance though. They had a good chance at the Bucks.
James Harden was on one leg.
They still would have given the Suns all they could handle. Because
I think they would beat the Suns.
Blake Griffin was playing well.
Yeah,
they had everything rolled. They had a deep bench.
Too.
Still had this shit. I think Joe Harris was still there.
Was still playing.
And KD was playing unbelievable.
Yeah.
40 a game, damn near in the playoffs. Yeah. So that was so close. Yeah, that toenail, man. So I think they're gonna have I think they're gonna be right there in the end too, because Patty, they got shooters.
They got shooters.
That's the one thing my Lakers don't have. The Nets got Durant and Irvin, two of the best shooters in the league. Joe Harris is coming back. Patty Mills.
Seth Curry.
Forgot about Seth Curry. Can't leave him open. So when you got shooting in the NBA, that goes a long way because
too, and they got Royce O'Neal.
Teams can't back off.
You can't. And
I didn't know they picked up Royce O'Neal. That's another good pickup. He was awesome for the Utah Jazz. The Jazz had a lot of hidden gems. They just gutted that Jazz team.
They gutted them all.
And I don't know if it was coaching or management, but that Jazz team way underperformed. Right, they should have had a championship in my book.
Not
if the Bucks could have got. I'm not saying a dynasty or 2 years, but they could have snuck one.
Their style of play, it just.
I know. That's why I'm saying
Golden State,
coaching.
Like you can't play like Golden State and not be Golden State.
Yeah. They did shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah,
they gave Joe Ingles the green light, like he's Klay Thompson. So they did. They shot their way. They shot themselves out of a lot of games. They gave Donovan too much.
I don't know.
He had a good shot, but Donovan should have been. Main focus go to them secondary shooting three.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right, P. That's a good call. That their style of play, you're not the Warriors.
Yeah.
And a couple teams have done that. The Mavericks. That's why a lot of people don't watch that NBA no more, because everybody wants to shoot threes and all that. So
and yes, it's still.
I think the Nets gonna be there.
I think they are too. But it is a three-point shooting league. But like Golden State is the only team in the league that has.
Yeah,
like
I think
two of
they're
the
the
best
only
shooters
ones
in
that
the
can
world.
do that.
So they can come down court and just jack up shots. And a couple other teams got Damian Lillard and Trae Young, who they can potentially come down court and jack. But not everybody got those players. So you got to run an offense and inside out. Yeah. But you just don't got to sit back and shoot threes.
And I think
big issue.
I think Kevin Durant is gonna.
He's gonna kill.
He's gonna do so much for Ben Simmons' psyche because of this. Because last year, when Ben was supposed to be playing, and he ended up not playing, he wearing all the $1 million jewelry on the court, and he's still saying that he's got mental problems and his back. It was mainly his back.
Yeah, it was mainly.
But KD never threw him under the bus.
Yeah.
KD always took the high road, and I think because of that, Ben Simmons ain't got no choice. And if he was smart, he would pick you. Whatever you doing, KD, I'm doing.
Yeah.
If you're going to sleep at this time,
yeah.
if you are whatever your night routine, I'm following you. When you go out to your night spot, I'm going with you. Like KD's got the recipe, man. He's stayed in the league so long, never been in trouble. Always takes the high road. He doesn't get enough credit for his off the court and his leadership and the way he leads in that way.
That's because everybody knocks him for got his rings. I
think he's going to do
and
tremendous
nobody,
for Ben Simmons.
I really feel like if I don't like the situation that I'm in and I see a team that's playing basketball the way I want to play basketball, why should it matter if they beat me? Right. Because you're not playing for them. I'm playing with them, and that's my decision. So I don't have a problem. I will never say KD is not a two-time MVP or a two-time champion because he joined the team that beat him the previous
year. He does have something to prove, though.
That has nothing
He's
to
done
do
nothing
with
without the babyface assassin. Without Steph Curry, he doesn't have a ring yet.
To solidify himself, he does need to win a ring by himself, but that's just for the media.
And I'm done with all that talk. I don't need to win a ring. Him and Kyrie, I'm good.
Kyrie does. KD don't need.
He's right.
KD.
You don't want to say that. I'm tired of hearing that from him though. Like you might feel like that, but that's not what you want to put out publicly.
I want KD to win another ring because
a lot of people get tired of that too.
KD
Come on, man.
Finally wins another ring. Nobody can say you can't take anything away from him. He won 3 rings and he won 1 without.
He got to at least get one more. He's too talented.
But
top 10 of all time. He got to get one more. But it's not like Sam Bowie. His injuries haven't just crushed like Greg Oden. No, he did have the one ACL.
Seasons.
Only one.
Last year he got hurt. They was number 1 when he got hurt.
What was it last year? Was it a hand? No, it wasn't a hammy. It was some lower body.
Yeah, it was his knee.
But I think now he knows how to pace himself through the season. So I don't think he's gonna get
Well,
hurt
with
this
Ben
year.
Simmons, that's why I think
Anthony
that was a
Davis got to
huge
stay
pickup.
healthy. But yeah, I think Ben will help him on the
Yeah,
defensive end.
because it will take the load off him. KD don't have to do everything.
Right.
Rebound.
Speaking of Anthony Davis,
defense, and pass. Yeah.
these Lakers is not looking great in the preseason so far.
No.
And why, as soon as Patrick Beverly put on the Lakers jersey, he think he won a Splash Brothers? Like, why? Like, he's shooting threes, and Westbrook does not look happy.
He does.
He's on the other side. He looks like an outcast. He just like he don't want to be there. So whenever you see the vid, it's Anthony Davis, Beverly, and Bron, and Westbrook's all over here.
There's a video out.
And I'm like, why
them.
are you doing commercial? Why are you doing photo shoots together? And you not sitting on the bench like Westbrook? Just be. I need a little bit more transparency from Westbrook. If you're not happy,
he's being transparent though.
yeah, he is. But just come out and say it. Be like, all right, I know they trying to trade me. I'm just gonna do my job. And it's not like I don't like these guys. You know, I just, it's just my way of getting focused for the game. Just come out and say, it just looks bad right now. They look like a bunch of little kids on a high school team that don't like each other.
Yeah.
Like, y'all got to be professional. Come on now. Y'all in La La Land. Magic Johnson, Kareem, Kobe.
Too much money.
Y'all making too much money. Y'all making the city look bad. Like, come on. Like, this ain't no Bush League. Y'all ain't up in Utah. Like, for real, man. Y'all got championship standards. Wake the F up.
The
For
Clippers
real.
about to be the team to be in LA.
Right, y'all.
Now,
Yeah,
when has that ever?
They already been on their ass. They already been right there.
They might have
And
surpassed
for
them.
not for some meltdowns, for some mind-boggling meltdowns in the playoffs when they up 3-1, they might already had a chip. And they just fell apart, man. They just, I think twice in the playoffs they were favored to win the chip. The bubble championship, they was favored to win that one. And the other one when they lost to I think once they lost to Utah or Dallas.
No.
One of them.
That was.
But they a couple years they should at least came through with one.
No, that was Denver. They lost.
Yes, Denver. But yeah, so they definitely urinated on themselves in the playoffs a few times. So the Lakers better wake up because Kawhi and Paul George ain't going nowhere, and they got John Wall. So if they get anything out of Wall, that's a bonus. And they still got one of the Morris twins. They got the Bama the center that's help me out. Zuba, he's decent. He's solid.
Got the guard. I can't remember the guard that they got.
They got Terrence Mann. They got a bench.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lakers Anthony Davis got to stay healthy. He's shooting too many threes.
But
like,
they don't have no shooters.
He took way too many threes for me. Get your big ass in the paint.
He's
and
one
do
of
something
their better
down low.
3-point shooters though.
Yeah, I know. That's sad.
That is sad.
Lonnie Walker can't shoot. They don't got nobody that can shoot. The backcourt is terrible.
I do like that Lonnie Walker pickup though, because at least
he's a good athlete.
Yeah,
Lonnie plays hard. I think he'll help them out.
Yeah,
so we definitely gonna keep an eye on the Lakers because if it goes south early, which I don't think it will, I think Beverly's gonna add some toughness and defense, and I think Bron's just gonna come out firing.
But
the key is they got to get off to a good start.
The problem? What was the problem?
They got to at least
LA
go
last year.
I want to see at least first 10 games.
Besides their health,
you got to go 6-4. First 10.
What was LA's problem last year besides their health?
The roster. They had all them retread, Dwight Howard. Right, none of them could shoot. Melo.
I think it's the same issue this year.
They don't have shooters. You're right. Shooters. They gotta find somebody. It's gotta be. Dude, I don't even. Remember when Bron?
Buddy Hield.
Remember when Bron used to get people that nobody else wanted?
That's
all you do is sit in the court.
Now.
Richard Jefferson, Mo
That's
Williams.
They all retired now.
I know, but
they
Bron
and NBA analyst jobs.
A lot of it is a lot of JJ Redick. All of them analysts now. Steven Jackson, everybody. But Bron, you got to become more of a leader as far as just give people that belief. Like you give people a little bit more time. And then leading the right way.
Bron don't got a lot of time left.
Yeah, he don't. But hold yourself accountable. That's all I'm saying. Step it up on the defensive. I want to see more blocks. Step it up on defense a little bit. Get in a little bit better shape.
Bron, 38 years
I don't care, man. At least getting away. Like that Olay defense, we can't see that no more. At least make it a half court, Bron. Like Bron just be staying down there. Like, Bron don't even care now.
Bron is conservative.
I understand, though. You're right. And that's why
I think the issue is they're asking Bron to do so much.
Bron got to do a lot. So
he needs somebody to take. And Anthony Davis is that person to take the pressure off, but Anthony Davis can't stay healthy.
Yeah. And they hold on the draft picks so they can get Bronny. And Bronny just signed an NIL deal with Nike. So big up to Bronny on that, getting paid. And I think they holding that draft pick so they can draft Bronny in the future.
Yeah.
But they might just have to get rid of that draft pick. Ain't no guarantee you're going to get them anyway. No, draft picks don't mean nothing anyway. They better get Buddy Hield. They're going to have to get somebody. Just get a bunch of athletes. Give me a bunch of athletes.
They was trying to get Buddy Hield and
it's got to be by committee.
And Turner for Westbrook in the draft.
They want to get rid of the draft picks, man. They should have been did that.
I would have did that in a heartbeat.
Definitely. So we definitely going to keep an eye on Nets, Lakers, and it's so top heavy. I think the Wizards will have a decent year as long as Beal stays healthy. I'm very, very excited about their team, though. I'm excited. Oh, they're gonna make. I think I got them making the playoffs.
Who are they better?
Who?
Who are they better?
Oh, they can sneak in. They just as good as.
As who?
I'm trying to think of some teams that's gonna be on that cusp.
Toronto.
Oh, they better than Toronto. They definitely better than Toronto. You know the Heat. I got Heat. You know Heat, Celtics, Bucks, 76ers gonna be there.
Atlanta.
We could run with Atlanta.
With DeJounte and
man, Trae Young will get ice cold sometime. They lost Herter. They lost a lot of pieces, man.
Okay.
I'm not scared of Atlanta. I think we can play with them. We got Porzingis, and I like the young cat we got. He got to prove himself too. But I think the Wizards we got one of the best two guards in the league, man. Beal.
I agree, but
and they've got a good coaching staff. I think they're moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Defensively, they're better.
If I see a plan in the first
Rui,
games,
I like Rui Hachimura. If he can stay
he
healthy.
need to stay healthy.
Golly, man. His knees is bad. He got old man knees, so he has to stay healthy also.
I'll be honest. If they trade Kuzma,
Kuzma's nice. I forgot about Kuzma. Kuzma ain't going nowhere. Kuzma's nice. He playing at an all-star level. And so I don't like his outfits. Speaking of outfits, did you see Kyler Murray in that green suit?
I didn't.
Oh my! Robert Griffin III put something out. It had Lil Nas X in the same green suit. So if y'all haven't seen it, Kyler Murray last week came out with like a green suit with some like the pants was like bell bottomish. It was very Lil Nas X-ish, if you know what I'm saying. And it just looked funny. He too much of a pretty boy. He got the baby hair with his braids. Come on, man. He doing too much.
You doing your 4 hours?
And you're not playing that well. He look cocky as hell. Right. He better be doing his homework.
4 hours
and not looking like it, yeah. So they maybe should have taken that out of the contract. But yeah, I don't like. I like Kyler Murray. He just rubs me the wrong way as far as leadership skills.
Wait till DeAndre gets back.
What happened to DeAndre Hopkins? Too many hits too. Oh, how many games?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be out in the playoffs by then.
It was
not a good look.
He I guess suspended for PEDs, but he didn't know. Like it was.
You gotta know. You making too much money to be out of knowing. I don't want to hear that.
It was like a rash. He had like a rash or something, and it was in the cream, and he didn't know it was in the cream. So
he don't look like the brightest.
Yeah,
the sharpest knife in the drawer.
I don't want to say that, but he don't look like no cheater. He don't look like no cheater. He remind me like him.
He could have been on
DeAndre Adams.
He could have been on PDs this whole time.
He don't look like.
Look at the aggression and the ferocity that he plays with. Now I'm not accusing him. I can't put nothing out.
He's just nasty though.
But you can't put nothing past anybody these days.
But I agree. But if it was baseball, yes.
Football too. It's a rack of people on PEDs that they don't even catch. But so? Oh yeah, definitely. But I like DeAndre Hopkins. I like Kyler Murray. I don't like their coach. I think he wasn't proven. Yeah, he got to go. He'll be fired by the end of the year. But so yeah, I can't wait for some of these games coming up, man. Real quick, man. We got the deputy mayor. Check out that story. Deputy mayor of DC got charged. He choked somebody out in a parking lot in Virginia, and he got like 5 kids by 3 different employees down there on Capitol Hill.
Employees?
And you know he ain't supposed to be living in Virginia either. If you up there official or whatever work for DC, you supposed to have DC residents. He got a Virginia resident. He lives down there. He goes there every night. So he's about to get hemmed up. Yeah, they said he got like 5 kids by 3 different employees. So he facing charges for something. But yeah, they said he's a bunch of scandals with the like kids that he's not taking care of.
Scandals is everywhere.
So Muriel Bowser, what are y'all doing down there, man? They man, vote for Red Grant. Vote for Red Grant for mayor. I want him in there. Cause I got the personal, ties with him. I always like Ray. He's funny as hell, man. I remember we was on the Pimp Chronicle just with Cat Williams. He did him in his Gap.
Hold on.
He's just so funny. You ain't see the pictures? You ain't see the flyers? Hey, go down 16th Street. They all over the place. My man Ray Grant running for mayor. Yes, I'm not lying, man. He got a campaign commercial out. Going on Muriel Bowser. Going on Bowser. Everybody vote for Red Grant, man. That's a good look.
Him up in Capitol Hill.
Man, that'd be great. He sound professional on the campaign commercial on the radio. That joint funny, man. I can't believe Red Grant rubbed. I seen the fly. I did a double take. I'm like, did I see that right? The Bama my man Red Grant. I ain't gonna call you no Bama because that's my man. Funny as hell.
Oh my God.
His laugh. Remember his little hot laugh?
I can't.
He a legend, man.
I can't take him seriously as a politician, yo.
But he said he made some good points, man. He got ties to DC, know the community. But anyway, so look, when you check out the flyers when you go down to DC this weekend.
I'm gonna check it out.
And
hey, my birthday tomorrow too. Hey,
happy birthday to P. Happy G Day, my man. And we definitely got a party this weekend.
Yes, sir.
And turn up, man.
Yeah, we gotta go somewhere this weekend.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna be out and about, man. So check out the IG live, man. Check on Instagram, DMV Man Cave at the Natives Real. Check out live, man. Check out stories, man. We definitely let y'all know where we gonna be partying at. We gonna get a table for sure. Somewhere. We gonna turn up.
Yeah.
And we gonna go ahead and find women out there, and we gonna have to get some footage, man, of turning up out there for the next show. But definitely another year, definitely a blessing.
Yes, sir.
And man, we're gonna keep it moving. It's gonna be a great year, man. E Money birthday, he out Arizona. Big shout out to you, E and Speed out there, and E having a blast. Come back with some money, Money.
Hey.
He be coming up on the blackjack.
Hey.
So we bring back some change, my man.
Yes, sir. Come on.
And be safe out there in Arizona.
Go right around the corner too.
So I know he having a ball. So a lot of good stuff coming out in the fall. So if y'all hear of anything, man, shoot us a comment in the Instagram live, and check all the episodes out on YouTube. And it's a lot, man. Some good games coming up. Commanders, Bears tonight. Got big game, Cowboys, Eagles Sunday night down there at the Lincoln, Philly. We're going to see. Well, we don't even know who the quarterback is. They keep it close to the vest.
Hey,
is Dak going to come back or Rush they're going to try to keep rushing in?
This game is going to be one. If we win this
that's
game,
a big game.
Our defense is going to win the game.
A lot of good stuff coming up this weekend. Got Halloween right around the corner. We're going to have a big Halloween show for y'all. And a lot of good stuff coming up, man. So yeah, man, we got to hit the good food spot this weekend for P birthday too, man.
Yes, sir. Turn up.
Definitely, man. So yeah, man, y'all know we nothing without y'all, man. We always pay homage to y'all, man. Y'all been showing us so much love out here in the streets, wherever we go, and we appreciate that, man. So like I said, man, we here every Thursday, man. Spread the word. 7 o'clock every Thursday on Instagram Live, YouTube Live. We got some new streaming platforms coming up for y'all, so that's something exciting to come up for, especially people listening in the car live that can't really set it up. We're going to have the audio for y'all, on the radio, a bunch of good stuff coming up. We got tons of guests coming up, and can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait. So y'all enjoyed it this week, man. Let us know, man, how your fantasy teams is doing.
Yeah.
And get your bets in. Make them smart bets, man. Get your tickets ready for Sunday.
Yeah.
Make them smart bets, and man, you can always hit me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let you know, man. I got the Commanders tonight. I got the Cowboys of 5-point underdogs, and I'll let y'all know. Hit me on the store, but I like the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys minus 5. I like them to cover that 5 up there in Philly. I think that defense can hold up. I think Hurts can make a lot of plays, but we'll see. So yeah, man, let us know what games y'all where y'all gonna be at watching all the games, and we'll pull up, man, for sure. So from the Natives Real, from JP, man, we'll holler at y'all next week. Y'all stay up, man, and we'll catch y'all next Thursday, same time, same place. Y'all be safe, everybody have fun, and we'll see y'all next week, man. We out. All right. Definitely gonna be some good games. Good stuff, P. Good stuff. Yes, sir.
Good little show.
Yeah. I forgot about that big game. That's for first place out there.
First place.
That's a big game for sure.